Hey everybody.
Hey.
Hey, I know it's been a minute since we've actually come on and just talked, but we've been busy. As they say, life has been lifing, and we've just had a lot going on. We hope you all had a chance to tune in, though, to hear us on the Impact page. We were special guests with them. We were special guests with Miss Vera Sadler on her page, and so we've been out here talking. We haven't been quiet. We just haven't had that chance to sit and talk like this. But today, we wanted to do something a little bit different. As you see, my mister is driving. He's taking me out on a little date night. Go on, what you want to say?
No, I was just going to say, got to take out the missus.
Yeah, just that always getting a chance to spend some time together. And so, as a topic of conversation, we were just talking about how good it is to find the one that God really has placed in your life for you. You know, often we talk about singles, desiring to be married, but then when you talk to married people, always dealing with the negativity of marriage. So I want to be a married person talking about the beautiful side of marriage on today.
Okay.
Because I cannot imagine my life not only being single, but also being married to another person other than you. I can't even imagine that.
Good.
I cannot imagine that. So let's talk about some of the joys of marriage.
The joys of marriage. I don't know. Well, I'm driving, so you got to ask the first question.
I already know what's number one on your list that you enjoy about being married.
I don't know.
Lies you tell. Lies and deception.
What's the one thing that I enjoy about marriage then, baby?
The first thing I would say that you enjoy, as any man would be the fact that you can have unlimited access to your wife to pleasure, enjoy the pleasures of marriage anytime you want, and all of that good stuff. And I'm going to have to say,
Lord.
That's pretty high up on my list too.
Okay, so absolutely. Being able to make love to my wife and to be intimate and to just touch you and be in your presence, absolutely, is probably the number one thing. However, just having somebody that's on my side, somebody that has my back, somebody that prays for me, somebody that wants to take care of me, that is really important. Somebody that is just, I'm a priority in your life.
Absolutely.
And I don't care who you are, I believe that makes people feel good. I love the fact that I'm a priority to you. Not that I want to be selfish, not that I expect you to drop everything, but I know I'm a priority. I know that I'm on your mind. I know that you look forward to me coming home. I know that when I walk in the room, I put a smile on your face. That makes me feel good. I love that.
You do. And I think it goes back and forth, because the reason I look forward to you coming home, the reason I smile when you walk into the room, is because of how you love me. I feel, not only that I know that you love me, not that I really care what other people think or say about our relationship, because it's really about us, but just simply the fact that just this week I was having a conversation with someone, and they said to me, your husband loves you. And I'm like, yeah, I know that. I don't even question it. I know that you do. But just to know that other people observe the way that you treat me, the way that you look at me, the way that you love me, other people see it, and they can also appreciate the love that you have for me as well. It's a good feeling to feel like and know that you're loved.
Absolutely. I can't help to treat you well because it's reciprocal. Not that it's a tit for tat, but when you love somebody and they treat you good, it makes you want to treat them better. And we vibe off of each other.
Yeah.
We vibe off of each other very well. We both make sacrifices.
Absolutely.
We both are trying to make sure the other person is having a wonderful day. We are both trying to lift each other up. We both cover each other in prayer. We are both making sure each other is happy in all aspects of our marriage, physically, mentally, spiritually. So we're there for one another, and that iron sharpens iron that we were talking about. Excuse me, that iron sharpens iron. We are a benefit to each other. We shine each other up.
Absolutely. You got me real shiny. And I think too, from my perspective of just enjoying being married to you, is I love that you still make me laugh. I love that you're so considerate of me. You don't just get up and start your day and do what you want to do or whatever, but you always take me into consideration. You always, when you're working on your schedules for work, you will stop to look to see what's on the family calendar, what do we have planned, or whatever. And you always try to adjust your schedule to accommodate me as well. And I appreciate that. Again, that's just one of those little nuggets of, I know that I'm loved by my husband. You speak my love language.
Hey, your love language is quality time.
Absolutely.
So I know that. So I would be a fool to try and communicate and show you love in any other kind of way.
I mean, now you can buy me some stuff too. Now I'm just saying, I think my love language might change every once in a while. So if you want to buy me some stuff.
Okay. You need a purse in your life?
Oh.
But no, it's like, I know quality time is your love language. And so knowing that spending time with me is important to you, I want to make sure I'm available.
Absolutely.
To spend time with you, because I know that makes you happy. Again, reciprocal. It's like, what makes me happy. I love physical touch. I love words of affirmation. And so even having this conversation is words of affirmation. If you don't get out my beard, for I be off this road.
Physical touch, just saying.
But no, what I'm saying? Even this conversation is love to me.
Absolutely.
So it's not even about the podcast or sharing with the people, that's important. But even having a conversation like this and hearing you say that, it makes me happy.
Yeah, it's just a good feeling. It is. It's a really good feeling. What else can you think of that you enjoy? Benefits of being married.
The benefits of being married. Well, if you got the right one, like you said, you always got somebody to cut up with. You always got somebody to laugh with. And you always have a shoulder to cry on, But the laughter part, since we're talking about joy, I love that we both crack each other up. I love that, yes, we can be in the same room, sending each other TikToks, sending each other videos, both just cracking up, laughing at each other, or we catch each other's eye, in a room, and we both see the same thing, and there are no words needed. What
about last night, the television show we were looking at last night?
What were we looking at last night?
It wasn't UFC, it was the...
Oh, no, yeah, it was LFA. We were looking at some mixed martial arts. Yeah, and there were just some funny moments, and my wife is on the couch just cracking up, and we're watching mixed martial arts. Which is not funny, but
no, that was funny.
With her, it's hilarious, so...
Yeah, just some of the people on there and some of the actions and things that was going on. I was like, wait a minute, this looks like da-da-da. And as I became the commentator in my own version of what was going on, my husband then decided to co-sign, and he joined in with me. And when I tell you, we got some good, hearty laughs off of that last night. And that's what it's all about,
Yeah, having somebody to laugh with, that's just wonderful.
And yes, I will sit down and watch without commentating. I will sit and watch mixed martial arts with my husband. if that's one of the ways we get to spend time together, then guess what? I am all in. Football games, mixed martial arts, but guess what? He'll sit down and watch a good drama with me as well. So,
On that note, it's funny because I remember when we were early in our marriage, when Grey's Anatomy came out.
yeah.
And, you know, I would be at work and I would comment on the show. People are like, "You watch Grey's Anatomy?" I was like, "Yeah, because my wife watches Grey's Anatomy, so then therefore I watch Grey's Anatomy." You know, but we both don't mind catering to each other.
Absolutely.
You will watch a football game with me. You will watch mixed martial arts with me. You'll watch an action movie with me.
Help him blow stuff up.
Blow stuff up. She love a good car chase.
Oh, that's the best.
But at the same, we can watch Grey's Anatomy. You know, we can watch a good drama. We can watch a tearjerker. You know, she loves anything that's based on a true story.
Oh,
you
yeah,
know,
love
and so I'll sit there and watch, you know, that with her. You know, so she loves police shows. So, okay.
Medical and police.
Medical and police. So we watch it together, you know. But I think that's, you know, something that people take for granted.
Yeah.
People take for granted those small moments. They may not seem like much in the moment, but when you look back over your marriage and you look back over your relationship and why you love the person, those are the thoughts that come to mind.
Yeah. And I think too, not only not taking those things for granted, but we do it without a level of expectation.
Yeah.
Because even though I enjoy you sitting and watching a show like Grey's Anatomy with me or a good movie, if you choose not to, I'm comfortable. I'm good because I know I'm not going to watch every football game, but the ones I choose to sit and watch with you. So there isn't this pressing on me or this expectation of why aren't you sitting here watching the game with me either. You know, it's just that level of respect that we have for each other too.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
Respect is important.
It is. It is. Oh, what else you like about being
my
married
Lord.
to
How annoying you
me?
are.
I know you wouldn't have it any other way, and you wouldn't want anybody else to annoy you like I do, though. Would
I
you?
love this woman, but she knows how to push my buttons.
So I don't push them. do
No, not. I'm not talking in a negative way, but you know how to push my buttons in a fun way, even when I'm grumpy or even when I'm just in an okay mood. You know what buttons, what knob to turn, what switch to hit to lift me up,
I do.
you know, and put a smile on my face. So I do love that about you. And I do love that you are annoying sometimes.
I'm not annoying.
Absolutely you are. In the most loving way that I can say that you are annoying. How I always say, take it how you want to, baby.
I'm anointed, not annoying. I know you get your words a little twisted
A little
sometimes.
tongue-tied, is that what it
Yeah,
is?
that's what it is.
Okay.
The tongue-tied, but
Oh,
yeah.
okay.
So he was trying to say I'm anointed, not
Mm.
annoying. So yeah, he mixed it up a little bit. But
Y'all
we
heard
good.
me.
We good with that.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, but I'm just.
So what do you love about being married to me? You got me answering all these questions.
What do I love about being married to you? Everything. I love the fact, like even today at work was a little bit challenging. So by the time I got off, I think my hair was standing straight up on my head like this. And that's why I kind of got to just pull it back right now because I had to tame it. But even in that, you know, David was just like, what do you need? You know, do you need me to give you a minute? What do you need? You know, once I finally got off. And then I just needed to vent. That was what I needed for starters.
Mm-hmm.
So I was like, so today, and he just sat there and listened patiently and just let me go through all of that. And once I got it out my system, then I'm like, okay, now I'm off. Let's go have some fun.
Yep.
You know, and I appreciate that. The fact that you listen. You know, it's factual that most women use more words in the course of a day than a man. And even in that, the fact that you take time and you listen to me. You know, and of course, again, being a wise woman like I am, I don't put all the words on him because I know he can't handle them, and that's why I thank God for friends, so that I can
And
get
a
all
sister.
and my sister, yes, so I could get all my talking out, so that when it is time for us to have conversation, then I'm not overwhelming you either, because I know you can't handle.
I
You
can.
can't handle it.
I can.
So, you know, so it's little things like that. I love the fact that you don't mind driving. So I can be the cute
Passenger
girl on the
princess.
passenger side, just enjoying it. But at the same token, if there's a need for me to get behind the wheel, you know I will.
Absolutely.
So, what else? What else? It's like I said, it's just so much. There is so much beautiful things you get to share with your partner when you're married, and you are open and you communicate, and you know, I look forward to taking care of my husband. I do. He came in from work the other night and he looked so worn out. He had worked you had worked about
It was at least 12 hours.
10 to 12
Yeah,
hours
it
or
was
so
about 10,
that
12 hour
day.
day.
And I know my husband, now even though he works in a restaurant, which means what do they serve in the restaurant? Food. Which means what is always readily available? Food. But he will go and work a 12-hour shift and will not eat. Now he gonna drink his coffee. Don't get that part twisted. He gonna drink his coffee, but he ain't gonna eat. And so he comes home, and then because it might be late or whatever, then he doesn't want to cook or whatever, so he'll just come in and grab a piece of fruit, and that will be it. And so he came in on Saturday. He was so exhausted. I could just look at him and see how tired he was. And I think you came in and just went straight and took your shower, and then came down. And so guess what? I had already started preparing his meal. I'm personally like my food fresh. I don't want it all microwaved and warmed up. I like my food fresh, most of it. So I wanted his food to be fresh. So once he came in and I confirmed that he was willing to eat, then I got up and I finished making dinner for him. And so he was able to sit down and enjoy a really, really yummy dinner. It was good too.
It was good. It was so good.
But he was able to come in and enjoy a nice dinner, and I did something that wasn't too heavy because I knew it was later in the day, but something that he really could enjoy, and to know that his wife was thinking about him while he was working. Ta-da!
I appreciate it because I could tell you cook with love because that doggone meal was so wonderful, you know, but also at the same token, I'm sitting on the couch enjoying dinner, and I was just appreciative because it's like, I don't want you to get up. I don't want you to have to worry about that. As your husband, I'm just like, yeah, you were off today, that day or whatever, but it was late. So you were tired, your back was hurting, you know. So I'm like, I don't have that expectation. My expectation is for you to just sit there and get some rest, you know. But the fact that you did prepare a meal for me, it does do something to my heart, you know. Another thing I think that people should really consider is a joy of marriage is having a safe place. Having that person, like I said in the beginning, that has your back, and that person that knows you like no other person knows you. There is nobody on this planet that knows me like this woman right here. You know, there are things that I've shared with her that I've never shared with anybody, you know, and she's safe. She doesn't throw my words back at me. She doesn't, you know, weaponize, you know, any conversations or any vulnerability. And having somebody that has your back, especially in the world or in the business world or in whatever, wherever you find yourself, you know, you have people that are out to get you, or people that are backstabbing, or people that are trying to get promoted and by any means necessary. And, you know, you've got all types of outside influences of negativity, but to be able to come home to somebody that you can confide in, somebody that you can lay your head in their lap and just let it go, you know, that's a joy of marriage for me. That's what I love about being married.
Another thing too that I love And I heard a minister say this about his wife, and it was like, whoa, I'd never thought about it, but I can also say it about you. I'm grateful that you take care of yourself.
I try.
I want us to still be together, 50 years from now. And in saying that, you don't have a problem with saying, I need to make a doctor's appointment, I need to go. You don't have a problem with saying, I'm going to come in and just eat a piece of fruit, whatever, because of the time, different things like that. I appreciate the fact that you take care of yourself, because when you take care of yourself, I feel like that's another way of you taking care of me.
Okay.
Oh, I do. I do. And I don't know if you all can just see all behind us. The sun is getting ready to set, but it is such a beautiful evening. And I think too, because I've been on lockdown for the last week, it was cold here.
Yeah.
I don't function in the cold very well, so.
She hibernates in the wintertime, y'all. She does not go
that
outside.
I'm sleeping, I just don't go out.
She does not go outside. And Atlanta had, 3 weeks of cold, snow and ice.
I was on lockdown.
10-degree temperatures. Yeah.
So to actually have a day like today, we've been up in the mid-50s today. So it's a little bit warmer. We're headed out now. And it's a beautiful, beautiful day. I'm just watching the sun as it's starting to set behind us. And it's a beautiful thing. Can I talk about us doing our vow renewal?
Sure, you can talk about whatever you want, boo.
So one of the things we wanted to do for our 25th year anniversary was to go and renew our vows. I think our wedding itself, when we did get married, was a beautiful day. I would never want to try to duplicate that because it was beautiful. And I think it was everything that both of us wanted. But now I'm in a position that I was like, after 25 years, I want to renew our vows. Well, 25 years hit during COVID, when COVID was at its height and everything. So we were just like, nah, that ain't happening. So we never did look into renewing it. And David and I were having a conversation. And I was like, well, we didn't renew it then. Who says it had to be at this perfect number 25? I want to renew our vows. And so he was like, plan it. So with that being said, we are working on planning a destination vow renewal. And I am so excited about it. I am so excited. So I spoke with our travel agent today. And I shared with her a location that I think we pretty much have settled on, because even as we've been talking, we'll talk to anybody. Y'all know we're not strangers to people, so we were.
No, rephrase that.
Okay, I'm not strangers with people,
there you
and
go.
David is sitting at the table with me, so therefore we are not strangers with people.
I'm the introvert, she's the extrovert.
But we were talking at one of our little favorite restaurants we like to go to. We have this little guy that serves us, and we were asking him, he travels a lot, and so we were asking him what would be a good place, and he made a suggestion, and then he was just like, let me ask my dad. And I don't know what his dad did or whatever, but
his dad was a doctor, I thought.
Was it a doctor? But anyway, his dad is very well traveled as well. And so I was like, I want to go somewhere so David can go snorkeling, and we talked about all of that. And so he made a suggestion. His dad made the same suggestion, and it's also a suggestion. We were talking to the lady in the jewelry store, and she was saying that she used to be a travel agent, and so when we were talking to her, she referred us to the same place as well. So I was like, okay, we'd already been looking, and our niece has been, and she was talking about how wonderful it was. So anyway, I spoke with my travel agent today and made it known that I think that stuck on this one location is where we're gonna go. So we're working out the details of it, and I am so excited.
No, the way I look at it, somebody asked me about it at work, and I said, if that's what she wants, that's what she gets. If I can provide if God opens up a door for me to be able to do something that makes you happy, it's a done deal. You know, so you want to do a destination vow renewal, let's do it. You know, and I love that it's not just about you, it is us, and you've been including me in everything, you know. And but yeah, I'm excited. I'm definitely excited. But we are going to wrap this up soon because we are about to roll up to our destination.
All right, so we'll catch you. Matter of fact, we're going to share our food. We're going to let them see what we're eating tonight.
We'll share their food, even though I did not even put in directions to where I need to go. So once we get off of this, I'll put the directions in and we can get some parking.
All right, catch y'all later. Bye-bye.